Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I'm going to showcase the team around Bronzong with the newly updated move Payback. And Payback is actually like a really cool move for Bronzong to have, because it gives you coverage against ghost types, which you really didn't have before. And gives you like good coverage option then against Jellicent. And yeah, it's basically it. We have our level 51 Bronzong here. Best buddy. And like I really like to have Payback here. Usually before you ran Bulldoze with the Bronzong, and then you basically had coverage against Steel types, which were kind of hard to deal with before. But still, against Steel types, Payback is really solid. Like against Empoleon, he does the same damage as a Bulldoze, a bit less, but still the same, because Bulldoze is like a really garbage move, basically comparable to Aerial Ace, which are both like really bad moves, and they're still commonly used because it's just like the best coverage options for some Pokemon. But Payback is like a strong move that gives you also good coverage for the typing, and yeah, it's definitely a good addition for Bronzong. I really enjoyed playing this team. I lost some games because I was kind of stupid, but this like happens because I'm not really concentrating anymore on the gameplay that much. It's just like going to the end of the season, like I don't have any goal to achieve or anything like that. It's just like me trying to play new teams and kind of get done with my battles because I need Stardust for a new Spice Pokemon. I'm actually really hyped for the new event that got announced for Xerneas, because you're gonna get like a new 4 new, I think even 4 new Generation 6 Pokemon, like families there. So I'm gonna be hyped to showcase that to you, but I have to save my Stardust right now, so I definitely have to do all my sets. But yeah, here we have Empress in the lead. Oh, I really like this match. Yeah, I think that's the match. Okay, you have Empress in the lead. We have our Farfetch as a safe swap right now. Empress is actually a neutral matchup against the Bronzong, but I kind of want to switch out here. I get like a shield here. But what I noticed there, okay, here's Empress lead. Here's Glade Say Swap. Who could rank 1 in the world was like a team with Electric type and a Glade Say Swap? And what did he have in the back? Oh yeah, that was me. And I used Venusaur on the back, so I predicted my opponent to have Venusaur. Him going into the Empress here right now kinda says to me, okay, he actually has the Venusaur on the back. Gonna try to catch a move here, and it actually works pretty well here, which is cool. And I catch a Thunder Punch. Stays in for a bit, but yeah, here comes the Venusaur. I can go straight for the Earthquake. The third thing about Shadow Swampert is that you can get farmed down by the Venusaur, which is like usually not happen, because a Vine Whip is not really a strong quick move, but here we have to farm all the way down on the Venusaur, get an extra move in against the Emperors, and we're still like not in good. Like we have to hope that we can survive here. He gets an extra Volt Switch through. That's like really unfortunate, because at Thunder Punch right now we lose, but we are able to take this game with like only a few HP left, because we realized which Pokemon he had in the back based on the team comp. I mean, I made this team comp basically popular, so yes, that's kind of what you expect. Here my opponent runs Machamp lead and Ninetales say so. Like, I can just stay in here. Like, there's no reason for me to switch out. This is my best answer for Ninetales as well, so I'm just gonna stay in, throw on Psyshock, and can farm all the way down. But still, you're gonna see how much the alone Ninetales does here, even though all his moves are resisted, and like, I'm a really bulky Pokemon. Still does a ton of damage against the Bronzong, because it's just so spammy and weatherball is like so strong. Yeah, I think I'm gonna even get close to the red. Yeah, he gets to another move here. It's just crazy. Like, it's such a good matchup. And yeah, we get actually into the red here, but we have like a lot of energy stuff, so it's actually fine. He comes into the Stunfisk here. I'm gonna go into my Swampert because I'm gonna get to my moose faster than the Machamp gets to the moose. It's for me 5 and 4 for the moose, and my quick move mice, and for him it's always 5 quick moves to a move, so I'm gonna outspeed him. Which is really nice for me, because like I definitely gonna win this matchup here, and I still have my Surfetch in the back, and I still have my Bronzong with energy in the back, and he gonna give up here. Next opponent we have Bronzong against Swampert, and we mirror on our own Swampert. Usually in this team, the Surfetch is a safe swap, but in this case, like if you face Swampert in the lead, if you face like a Dark type in the lead, you're gonna safe swap Swampert in there. Here I just want to get like shield advantage, which I think I actually get here because my opponent didn't throw perfectly fine, didn't throw right away, even though he had like one move energy advantage. So I'm just gonna let this go here. And what I can do now is go into my Surfetch and farm all the way down try to get like some energy lead here. And he actually switches out into Ninetales, which is really good for me. So I can go into my Bronzong and mirror that, and I can throw my move. I can try to farm him down again. I basically had the same play before. Now it depends what he is in the back. We're in an okay spot right now. But we are still not like in the perfect spot. We have to see. Here he's gonna get me close. I think most likely also we again close to red or something. Actually we got like an extra confusion in there. I think that helps us a lot. We have to see. Can farm all the way down. Yeah, we're in the yellow still. He goes into Swampert. He has a Galvantula in the back. Here I kind of make it a misplay. I should have ran for Leaf Blade right now. Because after this Brave Bird, he can actually farm me all the way down, which gives him the opportunity to win this game here. I had to risk that I survived this move here. Because the Swampert would definitely get to a move before, but like I only survived it barely, which won't help me a lot here. And yeah, I needed 2 confusions, and 2 confusions he would have got to a move, especially because he had like 1 or 2 one-shots energy advantage before. Here faces Charizard lead. I go into my Surfetch, which is actually not the best play here, but I know there's a Dragon Claw, I can survive that, that's fine. He goes into Venusaur. I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird right away, like either I get a shield, or like I get the Venusaur. I get a shield, it's totally fine for me. I can go to my Bronzong and farm up. Then it's Dragon Breath is actually good for me because Bronzong is way better against the Charizard right now with Dragon Breath. Fire Spit would be way worse for me in this case. And I can just farm all the way down here. I get an extra confusion through, which is like really nice. And I survived this move. And he actually gets to another move. I have to shield now. Actually crazy how much Venusaur still does against the Bronzong. I'm gonna switch out immediately, expecting the Charizard, but here he has a Machamp. I can just shield. And I'm in an okay spot right now. I can just throw my Hydro Cannon, and I have like some energy advantage, which is like really good for me. I get to 1 my extra move and then go for the Hydro Cannon. And this should KO the Machamp. Oh no, it does not, but I can one-shot him down, which is nice. And here we go. 1 Hydro Cannon gonna be able to KO this Charizard. They're going to be like one specific matchup I'm going to talk about later on. I think we have like some examples with that, which I made like once the mistake to no shield in one situation. Okay, here I make a slight mistake. I should have went into Swampert here because Swampert is a better matchup because you can outspeed him. I think like Hydro Cannon is like enough now because it's Shadow, and I don't really have like a good bait move here. And he goes for the Acid Spray. Like what the hell? Acid Spray here on Escaf? That's crazy. I'm actually gonna double shield here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna double shield because I kind of want to get his other shield as well, so I can farm him down with my Swampert afterwards. Yeah, and like now I'm not in a good spot. Now it depends what he has in the back. I have to go into my Bronzong here, and he has Empoleon in the back. Here it might be actually better if I had the Bulldoze instead of Payback, but we get like a confusion through here. We're still not in the bad spot, but gonna be interesting if I can win this match. I have to go for a move right now. Maybe I should have actually thrown 1 earlier, because then I would have got 2 moves here, and now I have to go for the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is resisted but still does a ton of damage. Yeah, it's gonna put him below half, but does those gonna KO? It does not. And actually if I went for the move on Bronzong 1 move earlier, 1 confusion earlier, I think I would have been able to take this game home, but yeah. It was crazy. Good game to my opponent. Magnus on leads, it's not really good, but our backlane is good against it, so I'm going to go straight into my Surfetch. Can go straight for the Brave Bird here, there's no reason to bait. It's just like, if you get to the Brave Bird before the opponent gets there, it's fine, and he actually doesn't know shield this. And now I'm like in such a good spot, I actually get to the Leaf Blade as well before my opponent gets to a move. And now I can realign my Pokemon here, get to the Bronzong here against the Machamp. Cross Chop doesn't do a lot of damage here, it's only neutral. My moves are super effective, I can let go again, I know what he has in the lead. I have my Swampert in the back, he switches out, I can go into my Swampert, and this is basically a good game, even though he won the lead and had a good say-so, because he didn't shield here. Lost switch advantage, and here we have Jellicent. Jellicent is like a breaker for the whole team. Everything is kinda okay against it, but also not really. And now I have to hope that I can shield the Shadow Ball correctly. But you're gonna see something which is like now the case with Payback Bronzong here. You're gonna go for the Payback. Does a lot of damage, he didn't respect that. But now you're gonna see I'm gonna survive the Shadow Ball, and we can actually win against the Jellicent and the one with the 0 shield with the Bronzong, which is like really cool. And now there's like your huge threat for our team is gone. He goes into Talonflame, gets an extra move in, and he has still my Swampert here. I tried to throw there, but I think it didn't went through. We're still not in a good spot though. Goes to Brave Bird and goes into Ferrothorn. I can go into my Surfetched, and I have to hope that he's gonna shield against me. He's gonna throw the Power Whip against me, which is like really good for me. I can still get 2 moves, and I have to hope that he shield this. Otherwise, like if he does not shield this, he definitely wins. But he actually shield, which is like really good. And he goes for the move here, and I thought, okay, that's a bit too quick, and this is actually miracle I survived that. I get to another move. And my opponent shields again. That's like not the move that you should have went for, my friend. And here I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. And we're gonna finish out the Ferrothorn. I still need 2 moves against the bird here, I don't know. Yeah, Hydro Cannon does not KO him, but I'm gonna win CMP or something. And just gonna KO the Talonflame. And to the next matchup, I think this might be the matchup I kind of want to talk about because I lost there against, where I hard-counted the opponent before, lost this here at one point. Here, Ninetales, yeah, exactly. Umbreon switching for this team, yeah, of course you go into Surfetch here. And this played out a lot, but I had like one time where I thought, okay, I could survive 2 last results easily with Surfetched. You cannot. You should shield actually the first one here. I didn't shield this one, but you should shield the first one. Because then I think you can actually farm down. Here he goes for another last resort, and I think now you can farm down after 1 Leaf Blade. Yeah, I can just farm all the way down. But if you don't shield 1 last resort, you're gonna lose this in the 0 shield, which is actually kind of crucial. This happened to me before against one opponent, which lost me the game. But yeah, you have to keep that in mind, that you always have to shield this move. And he has still Jellicent in the back, which is like not really good for me. I'm gonna go for the Payback here right now. I have 1 move stored, so I only have to get rid of his last shield here, which is like okay for me. He has Bubble, which is better for me than for him. And I know that I survive a Shield Ball from this range. And I can go for another Payback here, forcing the shield on my opponent. And now I can... yeah, he's gonna bubble me all the way down, which is a good play. I have my Swampert. I just want to... yeah, oh, I actually shield here, that's kind of stupid on my part. But I go for the safe swap into my Surfetch, go right for the move and gonna KO this thing. And he has only the Ninetales in the back, and this is gonna be a good game. Into the last battle, we're gonna have Bronzong against Toxicroak. Oh yeah, that's like a really nice matchup for us, of course. That's what you want to see. Umbreon switching again. Same play here. Shield the first move on Umbreon. Like, always shield the first move on Umbreon, in my opinion. I do that here right now. That's like the safest play. They always go for last resort before no one gonna bait you there. And you have to go for 1 Leaf Blade against them. Then you can farm all the way down. Exactly. She should not allow him to get like an extra move in there. That was like only 1 turn, which is good for me. And now actually if he goes into Toxicroak, I still have my Brave Bird. Which is more than enough to KO Toxicroak. He might just let it go. We have to see. He does, and now we're gonna see what he has in the back. It's a Talonflame, I have my Swampert, I have this move here. This is gonna be a good game. Thanks all for watching this video, hope you like the Bronzong gameplay here, and see you next time.